step into the spotlight, take a pause, and smile at the audience. Close your eyes for a moment, I say, and picture the most beautiful car you've ever seen. Maybe it was parked on a quiet street, maybe it rushed past you on a highway, or maybe you only saw it on a screen. But something about it stayed with you. The curve of its body, the glow of its headlights, or the way it seemed alive. I let the silence linger. Tonight, we're not just talking about machines. We're talking about moving sculptures, rolling emotions, and designs that spark debates, laughter, and dreams. Cars may be built with steel, glass, and technology, but their beauty connects us the way art does, deeply, personally, and often unexpectedly. 1. Segment. Compact car, Mazda 3. I begin with a playful question. When was the last time you saw a compact car that looked like it was sketched by a poet instead of an engineer? The Mazda 3 rolls into our imagination not with arrogance, but with a quiet grace. Its body is a study of curves. The reflections along its sides feel alive, as if liquid light itself chose to flow there. I lean closer, lowering my voice. Imagine running your palm from the headlight to the fender. What texture do you expect? People answer softly. Silk, marble, water. That's the magic. The car provokes metaphors, not just numbers. The grille feels like an elegant smirk, a face that acknowledges the world with confidence but doesn't need to shout. I invite everyone to close their eyes and picture driving down a coastal highway at golden hour, the car humming under your fingertips. 2. Segment. Hatchback/coupe car. Honda Civic, latest generation. I step forward, smile knowingly, and announce, this one has grown up. The Honda Civic has always carried an image, sometimes rebellious, sometimes youthful. But the latest design whispers maturity while still keeping a cheeky grin. Its roofline arcs gracefully, almost coupe-like, while the sharp shoulder creases slice through air as if inked with a calligrapher's pen. I pause and ask the audience to mimic the roofline with their hands, and suddenly, the room is full of swooping gestures, like dancers moving in unison. The headlights are focused eyes, assertive but not aggressive. The rear haunches flex just enough to show athletic promise, and the spoiler peeks out like a playful wink. I grin and throw a curveball. What color makes this design shine? Immediately, the room divides. Some yell racing red, while others insist on metallic gray, and someone mischievously says neon green. Laughter erupts. We role-play a midnight drive. Dashboard glowing like constellations, seats hugging us, engine note buzzing in the background. Who's in the passenger seat? I tease, and people answer with names, friends, even fictional characters. In that moment, the Civic becomes more than a hatchback. It becomes a vessel for youth, memory, and late-night stories. Its beauty isn't just surface level. It's the way it invites people to imagine a life with it, a companion for both chaos and calm. 3. Segment. Executive sedan, car, Mercedes-Benz C-Class. I dim my tone, letting the name carry weight. Mercedes. You already expect something, don't you? The C-Class stands there like a gentleman in a perfectly tailored suit, restrained yet confident. His balance is meticulous, every proportion polished until nothing feels accidental. We gather around the imagined silhouette, tracing invisible lines with our fingers. Look at the grille, I say. Does this face smile, smirk, or command? The room splits into camps, passionately arguing whether the design feels welcoming or intimidating. I chuckle, pointing out how design provokes such emotional responses. Inside, the story deepens. A door closing with that signature thunk, a sound that whispers quality in ways words can't. I encourage everyone to recall a moment when sound alone told them something was trustworthy. Doors, watches, even books closing, and suddenly the car becomes part of a broader sensory language. The ambient lighting inside Mercedes glows like twilight. Dials and screens aren't just functional but theatrical. If you had to assign it one word, I ask, what emotion does it give? Answers float like perfume. Poise, serenity, dominance, calm. Each word, each voice, stitches together a portrait of a car that's more than steel and glass. It's an idea of how one wishes to be seen in the world. Composed, capable, beautiful without needing to scream. 4. Segment. Luxury sedan, car, Tesla Model S. I lean in, smirking. Here's the car that rewrote what beauty means. The Tesla Model S isn't about decorative design. It's about the audacity of subtraction. The front is clean, almost blank. No grille, no clutter, just a sleek face that looks like it belongs in tomorrow. I ask the audience to close their eyes. Imagine approaching it in silence. No roar of an engine. No vibration. Just presence. How does that feel? Some smile, some frown, and that tension is precisely the point. Beauty here lies in divisiveness. We imagine stepping inside. The enormous screen glowing like a modern altar. The cabin stripped of buttons. Everything reduced to clarity. Would you take this on a road trip? Ask. Answers erupt. Yes, with playlists curated. Yes, with planned charging stops turned into adventures. Yes, to watch skylines shift through the panoramic glass roof. A few resist, whispering about missing mechanical soul, and we acknowledge that too. I offer a playful poll. If you could add one humanizing touch to the interior, what would it be? Suggestions fly: would trim, scents, adjustable starlight ceilings, even holographic art. Suddenly, Tesla transforms into a playground of imagination, where minimalism meets personal creativity. Its beauty lies not in traditional ornamentation, but in daring to remind us. Sometimes the future is most stunning when it feels impossibly simple. 5. Segment. SUV, car, Range Rover Velar. I slow my steps, lowering my voice. This one enters the room like royalty that doesn't need to announce itself. The Velar balances strength and grace. It's an SUV that whispers luxury instead of shouting. From a distance, it appears sculpted from a single block, clean and uncluttered, yet undeniably commanding. I ask the group, what grabs your attention first? The floating roofline, the recessed handles, or those piercing LED eyes? People point in different directions like tourists admiring architecture. I propose a quick role play. One person acts as a photographer, another as the Velar, striking angular poses while the rest cheer. We laugh, but it underlines a truth: this SUV photographs like a runway model. Inside, it's another world. Rich textures, carefully layered surfaces, technology hidden under elegance. I describe brushing your hand across the materials. Leather, brushed aluminum, even sustainable fabric, and invite others to share what textures comfort them most. Answers range from suede jackets to polished wood floors, connecting the Velar to everyday luxury. I throw in a scenario. Would you rather take this to a gala or on a camping escape? Surprisingly, both camps roar with equal passion, showing the Velar's duality. Its beauty lies in adaptability, the ability to look perfect on a red carpet yet just as stunning parked by a mountain lake. 6. Segment. Sports car, Porsche 911. I step into the spotlight and whisper. This one has been rewriting beauty for decades. The Porsche 911 is living proof that evolution beats revolution when it comes to design. Its silhouette, smooth roofline, rear-engine proportions, is instantly recognizable, like the signature of a legend. I ask the group to hum the curve with their voices, and the room fills with rising and falling tones, turning geometry into melody. The 911 doesn't just look beautiful. It carries history in every line. I encourage everyone to share a driving memory, real or imagined, and we match each to a 911 trait. Razor-sharp steering, fearless cornering, an engine note that vibrates through the spine. The headlights are almost cartoonish, yet iconic. The rear hips flare like an athlete mid-stride. If this car were a person, I tease, how would it dress? The answers delight. Leather jacket, silk scarf, tailored suit, sneakers. The car becomes a character in our collective imagination. Then I ask, if it could keep a secret for you, what secret would it hold? The room falls into thoughtful silence before playful answers emerge. 7. Segment. Hybrid/hypercar, car, McLaren Artura. I take a deep breath, slowing the moment, then declare, the Artura is not just a car, it's a sculpture of speed. Every surface exists because air demanded it. The creases, the ducts, the sculpted sides, they read like poetry in carbon fiber. I ask the audience to raise their hands and trace the airflow as if sculptors chiseling invisible clay, and suddenly the room is alive with motion. What emotion does the front evoke? Ask. One voice shouts hunger, and the room bursts into laughter. But it sticks, because the Artura does look hungry for the horizon. We simulate a launch. Count down from 5. Feel the imaginary G-force push us back. Describe the sensation in metaphors. People answer, like diving into a wave, like a roller coaster caught mid-flight, like the future punching the present. I throw in a musical twist. If this car had a soundtrack, what would it be? Suggestions flow. Cello, techno, orchestral explosions, even silence broken only by heartbeats. The Artura becomes more than metal. It's a collective hallucination of speed and artistry. I close with a poetic exercise. Write a one-line postcard to the car. People scribble words like, thank you, teach me, marry me, and take me where dreams live. Reading them aloud, we blur the line between car and companion. Its beauty is not just visual. It's participatory, pulling everyone into its orbit until it feels alive. And that's for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Got thoughts, questions, or video ideas? Drop them down in the comments. I read every single one,